The Tampa Bay Rays have been one of the best teams in Major League Baseball over the last 15 years. With 2 World Series appearances, 4 division titles, and 8 playoff appearances during that span. The Rays have been able to put themselves at the top of the MLB and compete with these big teams. They are also top 5 in wins since 2008 and have done all of this while having a bottom 3 payroll in the league as well. But things were not always this good for Tampa Bay. The first 10 years, the franchise was absolutely abysmal to watch. With a combined record of .645 and .976, the Rays did not have a season above 500 and lost almost 100 games per season. But what flipped the switch for the Rays? How did they go from one of the worst franchises in baseball to one of the top teams for the better part of 15 years? For the Rays, it starts with their management and coaching. The Rays practically had a new manager every 2 to 3 years until 2006, when Joe Maddon came along and changed the landscape of Rays baseball. Maddon was the manager of the Rays for 9 seasons and changed the way the Rays played the game. This came from putting guys into different positions they had never played and shifting where they hit in the lineup. This also imposed shifting on hitters because of the threat they imposed on the Rays, and also using a new system called 4 outfielders, where he'd take an infielder and put them in the outfield. But most importantly, installing confidence in the guys on the team that they were in fact the guy for the job by giving them everyday reps. This has continued as now manager Kevin Cash, who has been there for 9 years as well, kept Maddon's traditions going, while also putting his own spin on things, such as using a bullpen day and using low pitch counts on pitchers to save them throughout the season. The Rays have also benefited from their player development over the last 15 years as well. The Rays have had a top 10 minor league system every year since 2008 and have generated some of the best young prospects in all of baseball, with the likes of Evan Longoria, David Price, Willy Adames, Randy Arozarena, their latest number 1 prospect in all of baseball, Wander Franco, and their newest top prospect, Taj Bradley, who joined the Rays this year. But what has been the key reasons to all of the Rays' success? It's one simple word: trades. As you can see by this chart, I created this chart based on how many trades the Rays have won and lost since 2008. That record comes out to 81-44 and totaling 65%. This means the Rays are almost winning 7 out of every 10 trades that they make. And it's not just the trades, but the turnaround from the trades as well. The Rays have been great at flipping players that they trade for as well. Their most recent blockbuster trade came from the Pirates in 2018 when they sent Chris Archer to Pittsburgh for Tyler Glasnow, Austin Meadows, and Shane Baz. Chris Archer's career went downhill after arriving in Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, Glasnow is now a Cy Young contender. Shane Baz is a solid starting pitcher and a top prospect. And the Rays got the power hitter they much so needed for a few years in Austin Meadows. But it gets better. The Rays then sent Meadows to Detroit for Isaac Paredes. The trade ultimately confused many people. Why would the Rays trade away their best power hitter for a guy who's only played 10 games in the major leagues? But somehow the Rays have won the deal, as Austin Meadows has been hurt since the beginning of 2022 and has only played in 35 games for the Tigers, and Isaac Paredes became the new slugger on the Rays, hitting 22 home runs in his first year on the team and is already off to a tremendous start as well in 2023. The Rays have found over the years that the little things end up winning them these games, and not spending big on players benefits them in the long run. They have proved that money is not needed to be a successful and winning franchise, and the Rays have been one of the best stories in baseball, including their historic start in 2023 where they started off 13-0. If the Rays keep up what they are doing, their future can only get brighter.